Is that not like the best? You can smell it all the way over there, right? I mean, you guys could just imagine. Oh, we need smell-o-vision, exactly. One day, I just know, in this technology age, we're gonna have smell-o-vision. All right, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna put that right in there. A little salt, pepper. I love a little lime juice, and there's nothing, you know, gazpacho, and I'm a big citrus buff. I love citrus. I use big bowls of citrus. I just kind of keep it out on my counter. Because room temperature, you know when you put citrus in the refrigerator, it gets hard as a rock. You know, you have to get it, bring it back to room temperature, or my mom will say, just throw it in the microwave for 3 seconds and warm it up, because you get more juice when it's warm or room temperature than you do when it's been in the refrigerator. So I just keep a big bowl of citrus, you know, tangerines, oranges, lemons, limes on my counter in a big bowl together, because I use it for almost everything. Because there's nothing, what citrus does is it enhances the flavor. It kind of lifts all the flavors. You know, if you've got a great piece of fish, it kind of lifts the flavor of the fish. Or a great steak, you know, put some lemon over it, some really great cracked pepper, things like that. So now what I'm going to do is, very simply, now see, you need people like Greg and all of the crew in the back to come to your house and put your mise en place out like this. So when you come home, you walk into your house and wow, the mise en place is done for dinner. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
That never happens in my house.
So this is all of my behind the scenes team that did all of this beautiful chopping and slicing and dicing for me. So what I do at this point, this takes a little more time, but once it's ready, this will last. You can actually wrap all this up. If you're not really ready to put it together, it'll last overnight. So just wrap it up in the refrigerator, or even if you made the gazpacho, you could actually wrap that and it'll hold for at least 24 hours if you wanted to serve it the next day. So I got right here, I have a little bit of diced celery, a little bit of cucumber, and then you just put whatever you have, whatever you can find, just everything but the kitchen sink. Just put in there a little bit of a classic, this is all the classic ingredients that go into a gazpacho. Red pepper, yellow pepper, cucumber, celery, a little bit of red onion goes in here. I actually add jalapeno as well. Now this is spicy, you can add it or you can leave it on the side. People can kind of add it in as they want. I like to go ahead and add it in, unless I'm serving this to the kids, obviously. A little bit of mint. And this can be kind of off the cuff. You may have some basil sitting on the counter, or you may have some that you need to use up, or oregano. That's fine to using this. I'm using mint, but don't be chained to the recipes. Just use, kind of cook from the hip. You will, a little bit of parsley, mint, and then a little more acid with some red wine vinegar. There you go, and voila, that is really it. Super simple, super easy, and you just mix it up, let it sit. This is great if you can let it sit for a little while in the refrigerator, at least an hour, to kind of let all of these flavors marry together, kind of mix together and blend. And then what you have is, in TV swap out magic, we have one made. You're going to be even more amazed when I pull up these hot nachos without an oven. That's going to be even more impressive. But this is what we call TV magic, because when you've always seen us go, we say go to commercial, you know, commercials are only about a minute and a half. And you come back and our lasagna is cooked. You know, our pies are baked. I mean, that's TV magic. And you know what? Frankly, you have to do that because you don't have a whole lot of time in any of the cooking shows to really get it done in the amount of time that you have. So we have a lot of people in the behind the scenes that do that for us. So you can actually put a nice, beautiful grilled shrimp on that as well. You can kind of do it up the way you want to. But this is a fantastic, beautiful little watermelon gazpacho, nice for summertime, fantastic for summer. And you guys are going to get a taste of this because it's going to be coming out soon.